Welcome to Tamer Bowling Video Ball Reviews. Hey Tamer Bowling fans, we are now on Patreon. For exclusive content, please join us at patreon.com/tamerbowling. Today we are testing the new Track Precision. We're testing on a 40-foot medium house shot and a 47-foot Pba Scorpion pattern. For first impressions, we were impressed right out of the gate with the Track Precision. The red, white, and blue though. For value, gave the Precision a B+. The Track Precision is the newest ball and Track's top shelf line. It's a pearl asim, and generally we find that combination to be pretty versatile. Overall, we gave the Precision a B+ on house shot and a B on sport shot. Alright, so the Precision has the patriotic theme going. It actually looks really nice in person. With that said, Track brings a new pearl cover stock formulation wrapped in a new core design. The core is what I like to call a blocky design, and if you have a keen eye, you can relate roll to core shape. Basically, you have a polished, moderately aggressive pearl, allowing the ball to get down lane without a lot of fight. What's really cool is that I had a white spot right on my PAP, so you can easily see the core migration. Here you can pick out the low RG as the core is already visibly migrating by the arrows and is almost fully transitioned by 40 feet. So you have this nice move off the pattern and then straight drive through the pins. It was pretty easy to find the pocket, and we saw a good carry with the Track Precision. I kept migrating until I saw the flat hit and then worked my way back to the sweet spot. That said, right around the third arrow was best for me with this ball, finding the perfect shape. Comparing to the more aggressive Alias with a 2000 Abralon finished hybrid version of the prime cover stock, you can see it have similar board coverage but rounder through the transition. It's burning up a bit as it's too aggressive for this pattern. Sean's up next, and should I just say Pearl Asim and move on to the next tester? I won't, but that's pretty much it. Clean look, doesn't have to fight it to get it down lane. The ball's got plenty of giddy up to wheel and deal. He gets in past that fourth arrow high ref track and just throws it away from the pocket with plenty of confidence it'll make the turn. This is the kind of reaction where he really wants to be careful with misses in, as the ball can be quite aggressive. So get it away, and he knew it was coming back with that heavy asim roll that seems to straighten out just right. He also compared to the Alias, and it's clear the Alias is stronger, unnecessary for him on this pattern, and pushes him unnecessarily out of his comfort zone due to the earlier roll. He knows the cover will read sooner, so he has to try to push the ball down lane more. For Bryan, the Track Precision really had that long and strong look. He liked this ball right away, and he could see the move, and it made it predictable. He can also feed it to the friction and watch an aggressive move back rather than that DOA look. As did the rest of us, Bryan took to this ball straight away. He didn't have to worry about nuances, the ball just worked. When compared to the Alias, this is the perfect complement. Bryan always liked the Alias, but found the line to burn up pretty quickly with it because of its aggressive nature. Here you can see that the smooth, heavy rolling characteristic, which makes it one step up from the Precision as it should be. Finally, Dave was up, and once he got lined up, the ball was easy for him as well, as he took to the lanes to see what this ball does. Even while he set up a bit too deep to start, as he squared up in small increments, the ball was very predictable. It didn't all of a sudden go through the face, which is really a good sign. It shows the ball can blend the release or pattern. He gets even more length than I do, but sees a strongest transition. When comparing to the Alias, you can feel the Alias lumbering more. It just feels more chuggy and smooth, but still made the transition, which is always a characteristic we've seen with that ball. For sport shot, we tested on the 47-foot Pba Scorpion. This pattern is long and plays long. This ball and out-of-box surface wouldn't come into play for most of us in a typical set on this pattern. For me, I'd probably still be using surface as the pattern is fairly fresh. However, the ball surprised me. It wasn't jumpy, still seemed to get there with half-decent execution. I even had shim with miss in. This tells me it's the type of ball I could use, but would just put some surface on it. For Sean, shiny sims come into play pretty quickly as it breaks down, so this is a good representation in his hands. The precision looked really good for him. It was really easy to get to the pocket and strike. For Bryan, he's certainly not typically entertain anything shiny on this long pattern, so he had to make sure he was squared up enough. He basically was able to slot in the same area as any of his aggressive stuff. It was just a touch more sensitive to misses, but surprisingly not as much as you would expect shiny. Final thoughts. The track precision fared very well in our test. Every tester had a very easy time getting this ball to work. It offers a good blend of length with a heavy rolling core. It doesn't feel as lumbering as some balls with huge asim cores, but also not uncontrollably flippy, and that's a good thing. It makes it usable on house and sport shots. It also makes it usable for many bowlers. Track fan or not, this ball is a worthy contender to fill the Pearl asim in the bag.
I need to tell you what Tamer Elbaga reviewed.